Have you ever missed someone so much that you long for them back in your life? But deep down, you should be thinking, is actually having them back in your life the solution? I want you to sit with that for a moment. The feeling of missing someone can be strong, but it doesn't always mean that you need them back in your life. I'm Sanj, and welcome to Master Your Mindset, Master Your Life. This is a podcast that helps you navigate life's challenges by helping you master your mindset so you can master your life. If you get something from this episode, please share it with someone who you think would benefit from hearing it. I would also really appreciate it if you could leave me a rating or a review. The quote I have for today is from Dr. Zeus, who once said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it's happened." And this is a beautiful reminder that you can appreciate the moments that you've had with someone without clinging to the need or the desire to bring them back. So if you've lost someone, whether they've drifted away or just passed on, or whether you've had a relationship that's ended, this episode is for you. Today, I'm going to be talking about how you can miss someone without feeling like you need to bring them back into your life. So let's start with the psychology of loss, whether it's someone who's drifted out of your life, a relationship that's ended, or someone who's passed away. The emotions are real, they're raw, they're heavy, they weigh on you. When you lose someone, your brain goes into overdrive. You start experiencing a wide range of emotions, and from sadness, from longing to confusion, and sometimes even guilt. And for some of us, it can lead to a feeling of emptiness or even a loss of direction. When we lose someone important to us, we actually experience a process psychologists call cognitive dissonance. And what that is actually your mind, it struggles to reconcile the idea that this person is no longer in your life, especially when they played a significant role. Why is that? It's because human connection is crucial for our mental and our emotional well-being. Our brains are wired for attachment, and we naturally bond with the people in our lives. And when that bond breaks, it feels as if a part of us is missing. Now, here's the thing. It's okay to miss someone. It's normal to feel that pull, especially if that person was once a big part of your life. However, missing them does not mean that you actually need them back, and that's what we're going to unpack next. So, missing someone is an emotional response. It's your heart reflecting on the good memories, the connection, the shared experiences. But missing someone is not the same as needing them back in your life. So, what does it mean to miss someone? It's an acknowledgement that you valued the role that they played in your life. You're missing the version of yourself that you were with them. Or maybe you're missing the comfort, the familiarity. But here's the thing, that's just a feeling, not a fact. And feelings, as strong as they are, they don't always align with what's best for you moving forward. So it's common to confuse longing or missing someone with the belief that they need or that you need that person to be happy again. But the reality is that you're fully capable of happiness, of growth and fulfillment without bringing them back into your life. Think of it this way. Sometimes that the people you're missing no longer align with who you are becoming. And that's tough to accept. But it's actually also incredibly freeing when you realize it, that missing them is about cherishing something that once was. But moving forward, it's about building what will be. I like to think of it in the story of your life. There are people who are going to be in there from the beginning, and eventually they will be written out of your story. There will be people who you meet along the way who will actually just be in there for 1, 2, 3 chapters. And there'll be people who you meet along the journey who will be written into your story, who will be there till the end. You have to realize that there's a difference. All these people have some role in your story to play. But although you may want them to be in your story for longer, that isn't the way your life is developing. And there are different reasons why people come into your life. There are different reasons why they leave. So why do people come into our lives, and why do they sometimes leave? And this is a key part of understanding loss and how to move forward. It's something you need to understand, that not, as I said, not everyone is meant to stay in your life story forever. There is not a single person in your life who will be in it for the whole thing. There will be parts where they may actually be written out of the story for a while and come back in. Some people come in for a reason, some for a season, and some what you can consider a lifetime. So let's break that down in for those three. People who come into your life for a reason, these are the people who come into your life to teach you something. Maybe they introduce you to a new way of thinking. Maybe they help you through a tough time. Or maybe they even inspire you to grow. And then what happens then is, once they've taught you that lesson and you've become the person you needed to be, you've got the lesson from them. Once their role in your life is fulfilled, it's natural for them to drift away. And of course you're going to miss it. You're going to miss that guidance, that leadership. But this is where you start to break out on your own. The people who come into your life for a season, these are the people who come into your life for specific chapters. Think of things like colleagues, friends, college, people you meet in college, or even romantic relationship. You connect deeply with them at a certain time in your life. But after that time, it passes. It doesn't make that bond any less meaningful, but it just means that that actual chapter has just closed. And so now it's your time to move on. It's your time to move forward. It doesn't mean that they may not still occasionally come into your life for a while, but the main part of the reason of them being in your life has actually finished. So it's time for you and them to move on. And then there are the people who are in your life for a lifetime. These are your ride or die people. These are your family, your lifelong friends, your partners. These are the ones who stick with you through thick and thin. But here's a catch. Not every person you love or you care about is meant to stay in this category. And that's fine. That is fine. They may be lifetime for a specific period, for a season, maybe for longer than a season. But it's okay if although you want them to be lifetime, it's okay if they're not. What is important is recognizing that just because someone's role in your life has ended, it doesn't mean that the time that you shared with them wasn't valuable. It was valuable. It meant something to you. It had an impact on their life as well. But now that chapter is over. And once it's over, that's fine. It's time to embrace that and move on to the next one, to keep moving forward. You can sometimes sit back and enjoy those moments, enjoy those memories, enjoy what you once had. But things are different now. Things have changed. And so you need to keep moving forward with your next chapter. The story of your life never stops writing. Every moment is a new moment. And it keeps going whether you want it to or not. What story do you want your life to be saying? Do you want your story just to be about you looking back at what once was? Or do you want your story to be about you moving forward, but still remembering fondly that you had those times? And as Dr. Seuss said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Do you want to be that person crying because it's over? Or do you want to be the person who smiled because it happened? And this is the thing. So now when you are missing someone and you're feeling like you want them back, but you actually know it's not your best interest. Here are actually 4 ways in which you can miss someone without wanting them back. The first one is acknowledge your emotions and don't ignore them. Allow yourself to feel those emotions, don't suppress them. Missing someone is a natural human experience, but rather than acting on those feelings by reaching out or trying to rekindle something that is no longer there, just simply sit with those feelings, sit with those emotions, journal about it, reflect on why you're feeling that way, and recognize that, yeah, it's okay to feel that way. The second thing is focus on the lessons rather than the loss. When you've been with someone, what did they bring to your life? What did you learn from them? When you shift your mindset to focus on the lessons and the growth that came from the relationship that you had, you start to see their absence as part of your journey. You can start to appreciate the experience without actually needing it to continue. The third way is stay present in your current life. When you miss someone, it often means that you're stuck in the past. You're longing for something that's no longer there. The key is to ground yourself in the present. Mindfulness practices such as deep breathing, meditation, or even just focusing on your current environment, it can help pull you back into the now, where you have control over your actions, over your emotions. And the fourth way is invest in new connections and experiences. One of the best ways to move forward is by investing in new relationships and new experiences. When you start to open yourself up to new people's, new hobbies, personal growth, what you'll find is actually the space left by someone's absence actually fills up naturally. People who engage actively in a new social experiences report a 65% increase in overall well-being. So next time you're sitting there and you're thinking, I'm really missing this person, allow yourself to feel that. Don't ignore that feeling. It's a human thing. Journal on it, reflect why you're feeling that way, and don't beat yourself up. Recognize that it's okay to feel what you're feeling. Focus on the lessons that that person taught you, not the fact that they're no longer there to teach you more lessons. Focus on the ones that they did teach you. Bring yourself into today. Bring yourself into the now. What are you doing? What are you actually missing out on by sitting there dwelling on the past? And the final thing is, where can you start investing in new connections and experiences? So think about it. What if missing someone isn't about needing them back in your life, but rather than that, it's actually about appreciating the space that they once filled, the emotions they made you feel, the joy that they brought, the memories. Let that sink in for a moment. It's okay to miss someone, but that doesn't mean that you need them back. Life is about moving forward, about growth. And sometimes when you're growing, it means that you need to let go. I hope that today's helped shift your perspective and your mindset on loss and missing someone and how you can move forward in a healthy way. So, as always, remember your mindset shapes your reality. You master it and you'll master your life. My mission, as always, is to make a positive impact on this world, because I sincerely hope that you can help me do that by liking, by following, and by sharing this podcast with others. So until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep mastering your mindset so you can master your life.